Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Paul.
And I'm Shay.
And welcome back to Bus Life for Me. So today we're going to bring you guys along with us for another day in the life with our bus conversion. So as you can see, we have gotten quite a bit done on the bus. The insulation has been done. We've covered up quite a bit of our walls as well. And now we are moving towards putting up the ceiling here. And it's really, really awesome. It's this like bamboo, super flexible material. And we wanted to go with something obviously that's highly flexible because the contour of the bus is very contoury. So we needed something that was gonna just flex and bend. In perspective, this is how flexible it is. So this is just a little scrap piece that we've kind of been experimenting with. But I mean, it's just perfect for what we're trying to do with the bus. Perfectly bends every which way we need it to, and it looks awesome.
And if you're interested in this ceiling, we have it linked in our Amazon storefront, as well as a bunch of other stuff that we're using in our bus conversion that we get on Amazon. It's all linked in our Amazon for you.
Yeah, so if you guys even just want to check it out, really, really awesome. We were going to put up this stuff initially for the roof, which is just kind of like a super thin plyboard, which is what we did for the walls. However, I thought that maybe we could mix it up with a little bit more texture.
Like Paul was saying, we decided to use this super flexible roof, which was really awesome, but we need a bunch more contact points, which is something that you're supposed to have done before you do insulation. So now a large part of this sealing process is taking, as you can see here, and kind of marking where we're going to be putting more attachment points, and then having to scrape out all this spray foam insulation, which not only takes a ton of time, but we also paid thousands of dollars for this insulation. So it also does hurt my heart a little bit on the financial side of it, but it's a lesson learned because we only had these two original points in, and now we're putting two more, and then every 4 feet we have to add a row of attachment points as well. Putting up the actual ceiling panels only takes about an hour. It's all the attachment points that we have to add in that takes us all afternoon. So learn from our mistakes and put all the attachment points in before you spray foam, because you definitely don't want to come back and do what we're doing now.
12¼ heavy.
You're gonna have to tell me if I just ruined that.
So I'm framing in basically just kind of a box around the lights because our fixtures are gonna clamp to our actual ceiling. I just wanna have more support here so it doesn't pull the ceiling down.
Always a dance party on this bus, ain't that right, babe?
That's right.
All right, you guys, so it's been an hour and a half since we started, and I got these two furring strips up on each side, which gives us our contact points. And then Paul got his box around his light and our 4 feet attachment strip right here. So now all we have left to do for this piece, Paul's gonna take one side, I'm gonna take the other, and we have to put our 4 feet attachment pieces in each of these little slots. And then we're done, and we'll see how long that takes us, but there's your hour and a half progress update. Guys, half an hour later, and we got all our attachment points up for our 4 feet, except we're not doing here because we got this panel up and then we realized we didn't need to do the bottom half of that panel because right all throughout here we're gonna have upper head cabinets. And so instead of using this nice, beautiful bamboo, we'll probably use something cheaper like this, what we use for the walls behind cabinets that you won't see, you know, nice little kitchen cabinets. We did a little cleanup because we got to have a nice clean space to roll our ceiling panel out on. This is all that insulation we're removing so that we have space to put up our attachment points. So now we're moving on to getting this ceiling panel up, which is a little tricky, but we'll get there.
We will get there.
Now we go through the process of trying to figure out our cutouts. Paul is making the cut for where our fan is. We also have to cut a circle out here for where the wires will come through for our lights. Now finding these cutouts can be a little tricky just because this roof we're doing in a bunch of different pieces. So just making sure all the panels line up seamlessly and give it a nice clean look. That's really important to us, so we're just taking the extra time to check it a bunch, measure it a bunch before we cut it, and make sure we get the cut right the first time. Now, because we have a few lights on our ceiling, the first panel we did, we decided to make a little cardboard template, which has made our life real easy. As we do each light, we can just find the center and then use our little template. Genius.
Perfect circle. All right, guys, so a few hours into our build this weekend, Miss Shay, the wonderful, the beautiful, the awesome Shay is, she's gluing our studs up here. If you see, we glue and screw, or glue and pachu.
We're gluing and screwing.
Right. Which we call our air gun, the Brad nailer. We call that the pachu. So we are absolutely gluing because
every guy watching that is like, what the heck? But that is what working on a construction project like this with your girlfriend is like. He's always like, hand me the Brad nailer, and I was like, oh, the pachu. So now we just call it the pachu.
Yeah, it's just easier. She knows what that is. The pachu gun. Anyway, we are heavily gluing because, well, those little Brad pin nails through that thin ceiling panel that we're using, we just want to be extra safe and precautious with glue so it sticks a lot better, because I don't know if you guys are aware, but driving buses, there is constant vibration just all the time, and we just want to make sure our stuff is secure and not ever going to detach itself. So naturally, here we are gluing, so later we can pachu. So yeah, it's gonna be good, and we'll give you guys an update when we are finished.
Y'all, I am so sorry, but for some reason, all the rest of the videos we took this day are in slow-mo. See, we finally got a real camera, and clearly we're still learning how to use it, so I'm sorry you don't get a proper ending, and this video is definitely supposed to be a bit longer, but we really appreciate y'all still watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and please comment down below what kind of videos y'all would like to see from us in the future. Thanks again for all the support on this journey. We love you guys so much, and we'll see you next time.